Hello, and welcome back to Trump Best Things. And today we're taking a look at Kalgara. This is one of my favorite leaders in OP12 right now. The amount of added support he got with the vanilla 2Ks, this is the Wiper at the Seto, as well as the 5-cost Kalgara, has just massively increased the deck's consistency, and the Shirahoshi for removal protection has solved one of its biggest weaknesses, and probably its biggest weakness in general, honestly. Since OP08, it's also gotten this Katakuri from the starter deck that definitely lets you high roll when going first and super fixes that curve. And with the built-in consistency of having, 8 top 5 searchers, and you know me, I love my searchers, but being able to see the same curve almost every game, especially with an aggro deck, it's very rare for aggro decks to be this consistent. And despite the fact you are playing very risky, because you are constantly taking your own life via leader effect, you can always feel like you're pretty safe. This deck has tons of counter, not many blockers, although if you do want more blockers, you could take a look at the 1-cost Raki. Not purple. Just a chump blocker for 1 cost. It's pretty good. I swapped them out for the Shirahoshis. I prefer removal protection. But, again, both are very solid. Your key pieces you're really looking for are this 5-cost Katakuri going first. You generally prefer to go second, but as someone who professionally loses dice rolls, I am going first very often. This Katakuri lets you flip your top life face up and then give a Dawn to one of your characters or leader. Usually you're playing this on 5 to give a rested Dawn to your leader, and then swinging out to play this Wiper or this Kalgara out of hand. Wiper bottom decks a cost 1 stage to search top 5 for Shanyan Warrior or the upper yard stage itself. And 5-cost Kalgara is just drawing a card when a life leaves a life pile, which is very strong. It does turn off your draw through effects the rest of turn. However, it is definitely worth it as just getting an extra card in return is wild, right? That's incredible value. So going second, which is like your quote-unquote ideal curve, you're probably looking to play Shura just to get searches out, right? Maybe Shirahoshi if it's a removal matchup. Think like Kuzan, Lucci, even something like blue-purple. Honestly, Shirahoshi feels pretty good, just avoiding their God Thread ramp. And then pulling into a Wiper, turn 2, especially if you have the upper yard in hand still, is very strong. Playing this out and then immediately searching for another piece, and just getting an extra 5k body for effectively free. You can play it off leader effects. You can also just drop it raw if you want to. That's honestly super reasonable. It's just worth acknowledging is that the Shanyan Warrior type, so you can develop bodies alongside him. On 6 Dawn, you're usually playing Kalgara, and then, this Kalgara or this Kalgara. This is pretty much your highest priority target. It's definitely the best card in the deck. Just having that draw engine going for however long the match goes on, replacing cards in hand, you're kind of not gassing out as long as this is on field, which it's, again, very rare for an aggro deck to not have to gas out. You're not running out of pieces. You're not really shoehorned into a certain curve or a certain playstyle. You're just kind of working with whatever you get at whatever time because all your pieces are quite good. So yeah, having this, just dropping this on 6 or dropping this, then playing out Noland on playthrough, it's a Shanyan Warrior type, and you have a Kalgara character in play, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck, top of your life. Healing for 5, developing a 6k body alongside another 6k or an 8k body is incredibly strong. And then from after 6 Dawn turn, your curve is kind of whatever you want it to be. I have 1 7-cost Anel in here, 7-cost 7k Rush. If he's removed from the field, you can set Trash a Life once per turn. Super sticky. If a blue deck or a black deck wants to deal with this, it's definitely a pain, and it's almost a win con in a situation like that. And then I also have this 10-cost Anel for something like Rayleigh, these aggro matchups. He's just gaining Rush, and then every turn you can attack. So every turn when he attacks, you can trash card from your hand and heal 1 if you have 1 or less life, and then he gains 1,000 power. 12k swing is nice, and it's something like 8-cost Kid. It's really good in the Bonnie matchup. And especially if they're not playing 9-cost Shanks, or if they're just ditching it through effects, because honestly, 9-cost Shanks is pretty weak into this deck. Just because you don't have a lot of big bodies besides this exactly. But yeah, that's kind of deck list. Super consistent, very, very fun. Unlike I was saying, unlike something like Rayleigh or Bella Betty, if you can't aggro your opponent down, you can genuinely starve some decks. Taking your own life kind of puts you as an anti-starve deck, and being able to heal puts you as anti-aggro. The only thing you're really missing is removal, and there are some removal techs I don't run. Zeus is an option. I kind of opt out of it. It doesn't feel great to take my own life a lot of the time, although it could have been something worth looking into, and I'll probably check it out in the future. There's also Red Hawk, which is a card I'm very interested in trying out. Resting 4 on total to KO at base 5 could be very strong, and next time I return to this deck, I'll definitely take a look at it. But for right now, I just wanted to try pure Skyline package. Max consistency felt ideal as I'm getting used to the deck. I'll probably tag it out more as time goes on, but for right now, this is my list. I enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get into some games. Okay, we have Bonnie here. I'm going to take second. I like my second curve. This is actually a really good hand. Oh, we're going to drop Wiper off leader effect. Actually, I guess I can just play Wiper. Yeah, I probably should play Wiper out of hand raw. I'll pass. Kalgara Nolan's good. Kalgara's really important in this matchup, and double healing is nice. If he leans more aggressive, right? Well, I'm going to take this hit. Fishies, whatever. Or we'll just swing 5, and we'll play Wiper out. Move Kalgara up. Play Wiper. Take the 5-cost Kalgara. It's relatively important. Now, this Wiper is not going to get to swing, I don't figure. Unless he drops Carrot on this turn. Okay, he doesn't drop Carrot. That's actually really, really good for us. I'm pretty cool with taking this hit, because we have 5-cost Kalgara into healing next turn. We actually have so much healing that I don't really mind. We really just want to defend our board, right? We'll go 6 at life, play Kalgara. Get the draw off this in a second. I'll drop Nolan. Okay, Kadkari's fine. Not like not the greatest card ever, but it'll do. Next turn we're looking at probably 6-cost Kalgara into Nolan. Which, I mean, you know, is good. More big bodies. This turn he has Hody Jones. I don't think that's good. Hody Jones seems really bad. I don't think you want to take more life. Only have 2 2Ks. Let's do some math. So he has sold 1 down open, right? I think we let this go and then we just defend the 6K body. Or else it's going to take me way too many 1Ks to defend the Hody swing. Swing 5 for my life. I'll give, I can actually just take it. I mean, I could just take it. Keep the cards for defending my board. Yeah, that works. Ooh, trigger. I like that. Oh, that's, two 2Ks is sweet, actually. I will try Shura. Yeah, because he's gonna go there anyway. I'll give him this, and probably Katakuri. If he does end up removing my Kalgara somehow, I definitely want another one. This turn we're looking... I want to develop 2 bodies again. Question is... Oh, you're gonna go 5 in my life? Sure, that's fine. I'll give you... probably a 5. I'm gonna get the 5 cost now or the 6 cost. We'll get the 6 cost. 5 cost is just an important backup. We're gonna go, I think, 8 into Cavendish. And then... Actually, I'm gonna go 6 into Cavendish because he'll rush into my 6Ks. We'll go 6 into Shigi. We'll go 6 into Cavendish. I'll play out big guy. Then we'll back it up with Nolan. Wiper's nice. We're just gonna try and get this body off the field. He can give me 2K, 1K. He probably will. Wiper's actually pretty nice here. I'm gonna go with Nolan, I think. What if I go? He's not threatening lethal next turn. Do I just go Wiper to develop like the big body? We'll just go Nolan. Nolan seems appropriate. So Kid is rough, right? I won't deny that. Kid is rough, but he doesn't have that many cards in hand. I will 1K out of this. No reason to take it. Give him the... Interesting that he's swinging life. I don't know how much I agree with that, really. I feel like he should just be going for my board. But I guess I'm defending it either way, right? I'll take the 9. That's fine. I have another Nolan in hand. We'll start with... Okay, so what's my split? If I want to rest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Nolan. I can go 9-10 in the kid. I can go a bunch of 8s in the kid. Would I rather go super wide? Let's say I play Noland and I leave 1 open for the event. I can go 3 8s in the kid. 3 8s in the kid feels pretty good. I'm cool with 3 8s in the kid. Rest the 6k body recruits. Rest my leader? That's fair. I don't know how much I agree with that. Actually, I can just try to kill this kid. I don't really need the Noland. That's fine. I can go. No, I can just heal again. We'll pass turn. I have 1 open for the event. He's kind of just in a bad position next turn. Unless that last card in his hand was exactly like 10 cost Ringo. And I'm chill to take this. I think. I'll give the event just in case he has like that game or something. I'm assuming he wants to go for lethal here. Nine. His swings aren't getting much larger. Yeah, his split's not very good. We counted a 7 pretty easily. We should be able to clear the board. Next turn. Oh, I can get this to swing 9. We're in a really good spot. Pop his Rosinante. I should be able to wipe his board next turn. We'll give 2k 2k. I can go double Katakuri. We're not going to do that. Our swings are pretty solid to remove his field, though. 8 in a kid. Sweet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Katakuri. Leaves me 3 Dawn to swing with. 6 with the Shigi. Sixty Cavendish. I doubt this last card's a 2k. I care more about killing Cavendish or I care more about killing Hody? I guess I care more about killing Cavendish or killing Hody. Ooh, that's pretty good. Just kinda gotta hope that last card's not Hody Jones. I think we're in a good spot. If it is, it is. Mihawk's fine. I can deal with Mihawk. I can handle Mihawk. Well, okay, cool. We have another Katakuri to go another turn. I am going to play this Wiper this turn. So we'll start off with... Do I really need the big Kalgara swing? I don't think I do. I think I can actually start with just a simple 5 playing Wiper. He knows my big dude, that's because he only has 1 card in hand, I don't actually mind him doing that. Rests this. I'm not sure why. That's a miserable search. That's awful. That's terrible. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go for game 1, I think. If I go 8, Just take an 8. I can't split 11-11. I can go 10-10. 10-10's 10-10's pretty good, right? If he had the counter for this, I feel like he would have given it to me already. If his hand's 3 2Ks, it's 3 2Ks. That was a really close game. I wonder if I should have played it safer. Oh yeah, yeah, he was bricked. It's definitely a bad matchup. We did just skid by, but GG's. We'll play to our opponent. Let's move on. Okay, so Kid is actually kind of a tough matchup for this deck. A lot of life burn when we're already swinging and hitting our own life, and he also got to go second, so we'll have to see how this goes. I like Kalgara, but I don't have plays, but I think Upper Yard can probably find some. Yeah, we'll get the 5-drop. It does suck that we have one attacking effect, because obviously he has blockers and Hawkins and stuff that I just don't really want to deal with. Also, his late game is early and powerful, so we're going to kind of aggro him down before that, as well as pull something kind of out of nowhere, I figure. I don't think this is going to go well. I'm not a believer at the moment. One thing we do have going for us is definitely that we have Katakuri in hand as a 6K blocker. Search of the Luffy. What's he going to take? He didn't mulligan. Did he mulligan his hand? He did mulligan, so it might not be great. Does take Basil Hawkins. Interesting that he spent some time thinking on it. Does lead me to believe that he probably already has one in hand. Swing 7. I'm also kind of tempted to defend my first life, although I normally wouldn't, just so I don't get like super screwed by the Hawkins and I'm not at like 2 life next turn. That being 2 life that early is rough. That's a struggle. Does get the Hawkins trigger. Okay, draw 2 trash, 1 gets him cycle out. I'm actually trashes like a Kikunojo if he has one in hand or something. Maybe a Red Hawk? Don't know, but we'll see. So, I think, yeah, Rocker was looking like trashes Basil Hawkins. Okay, so there's another one. I was correct. You're probably going to go Katakuri into Kalgara, and then Nell using Katakuri's effect to play out this Kalgara. And then, even if he wasn't 8 Donald was the Kid, we actually have a really threatening board. Opts for Kikunojo over Hawkins? In that case, I'll take this one. I think Hawkins would have been much stronger. I'll go this, catch it on here. Unfortunately, we won't get that trigger, but it is what it is. Do draw a card off this Kalgara, which is nice. Start getting that pressure going nice and early. Kikunojo does kind of fight our board, and I don't really want to kill it, so that kind of sucks. I guess if he wants to be a little more aggressive to keep us from building up as large of a board, that's pretty fair. Next turn, we're still looking at probably a Nell Kalgara. That just like 6, 6, 6, 7 is solid pressure. And on his 6 Dawn turn, he's probably going to Kuma. His ideal turn is Kuma, right? Maybe he plays Hawkins now and swings like 6, 7 at life. That's pretty tough because I obviously don't really want to deal with that. I will block this hit. If he wants to put a lot of Dawn and swing into my Katakuri and throw off his curve, that's fine. Does go 6 at life. I'm gonna 2K this. I'd rather just take my own life, just because the draw, but also burn, right? It's weird. Normally I'm very aggressive at taking my own life from his swings. Does go Kuma. I wonder if this matchup's any easier because they're a bit more heal focused than they used to be. Here we will go a Nell, flip life, give a Dawn. I will swing 6 and develop Kalgara and draw a card. Pretty solid. We're going to be holding a lot of Dawn open next turn, most likely. Just to defend what we can. I want to give him down to 2, though. Don't hit a KO trigger, please. It's like 5-cost Nami or something. No clue. But God. we probably still give him down to 2. At least in these coming turns. If he wants to play a Law or a Kid, I can defend this pretty cleanly. Defend my board. If he plays Kid next turn and swings 5 in the lead, I will... Well, I'd say play counter, right? That makes more sense. We'll just go our 6s as we can. Tough matchup. Base trigger's really annoying. Glad it's not Supernova, though. If you could stack base triggers, god, this deck would be insufferable. I wonder if we'll get a Fire Tank Pirates, like blue-yellow beige leader. That'd be kind of cool. It's me with You're the One Who Should Disappear. He must be very bricked then. Interesting. So this probably has both Law and Kid in hand this turn. I think Kid is probably worse because he can just hit life after. And then we're just kind of in a bad spot, to be honest. We still have the Category Blocker and Noland. So we'll be back at 1 with Dawn active. It's actually really not that bad if he goes Kid. I think if he does go Kid, I take the life. I take his leader swing. Just because I don't want him to attack board. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll decide in the moment how I want to go about it. Yeah, it does go Kid. Trashes what? A Wiper. Cool, it's a brick. I don't care then. I care more about the cards out of life than I really do the life itself. Just want to hit life for 6. Okay, life for 6 is very interesting. I will give these sets out here. If this Kuma wants to swing at my board, I'll counter, and if this wants to swing at my life, I will counter as well. If Kuma swings at my life, I don't really want to counter. He's ending turn. Doesn't want to rescue him. I guess he's setting up for a lethal. Makes sense. Ooh, Satori's annoying. 3 Dawn, 4 events. 5 for Nolan. That leaves me like 1 Dawn to swing with. I guess 2. That's not a KO trigger, so we have that going for us. I guess I can go... Okay, we're gonna start with killing with Nolan. And then I will give Dawn here. That's a 2k, that's good info. I'll swing 6 with no effect. We're just gonna try and pile on the aggression. I'll probably swing Katakuri as well. Just because I have buffers now, right? He's not killing me next turn. We have like a gajillion counter. So I go, yeah, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. That feels really good. Maybe with Satori. Nah, I don't think he's gonna kill me. We also draw another counter. What if I go 7? He's still bricked from last turn, right? I think I just leave Katakuri active. He does have like 5 solid swings, even if we have a ton of counter. Yeah. That's interesting, though. If I go 6, I could just have lethal here. I think I probably do. Unless this is a bad trigger. Blocks that. I mean, I go 8 first, right? And then if I swing Katakuri, then he gets like a stupid trigger. That kind of sucks. If not, we just have 12 or 10 for game. Probably. Yeah, we just have 10 for game. GG's. Yeah, the brick is tough. I wonder if he could have played his side better. I don't know a lot about Kid. It's one of those decks I'm not very good at. I think maybe he should have prioritized healing more. Like, not playing Kid instead just going Law. Assuming he still had it in hand, of course. I don't know what his last life... I guess it was Kiku, right? Yeah. I think he could have definitely played a bit more defensively. In Toon Kalgara, you don't want to try to be the aggressor because you will always lose that battle. It is the anti-aggro deck. But with late game tools, it's tough, right? Kalgara is a tough deck to beat. But well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Okay, so Purple Luffy's kind of interesting. Aggro deck. This hand's not great. Don't have a lot of bodies. I want to see something like this, yeah. Nolan's good. We have our searches. I think we go... Probably Shura. I think we go Shura first because upper yard's cheaper. It doesn't really matter if we have two of them. Yeah, we'll go with our upper yards. Take 5 cost Kalgara, right? Because it's like just the best. We'll upper yard again. Wiper's pretty good. I'd like a 2k, but we can search for 2ks next turn. Really just want to get that going. He's gonna swing 5 at life. With how aggressive... Ooh, maybe not. He doesn't have, like, Zoroark, so we got that. If he goes swing 8 at life, I'll probably just take it. 5-5 is the worst. I'll take this first one. I guess I can give this. I'm not gonna need another one of these. Most likely. Wiper is kinda tempting, but I don't want to go that low on life yet. Especially with a search like this. Jesus. Bomb deck 2 nulls. Push it back to the top. Do I want to play Wiper? I don't think so. You can just, like, develop a body. I guess we can try to out-aggro him. That could be fun, but it's also our only 2k. I think I'd rather just search again. Yeah, we'll just search again. I wouldn't have found the upper yard. I won't find much of anything. Jesus. What are we looking at? Probably the counter event here. 10 cost Danelle. Will this be good? You can't remove it, but I don't know if I want the game to go on that long. I think, like, super long term, he probably wins out. Although we are on curve to play this. I think I'll just take the counter events. And we'll just go 5-1. Next turn, we're going to go Kalgara Noland. That means I can... He's going to probably curve into the 7 cost Sanji, right? That's what he searched. No, he already gave me one, though. Luffy Taro, probably. If he goes into 7 cost Sanji, I just get punished, and that's fine. It is what it is. This turn, we're going to go 6, play out Kalgara. More cards. This is good. No. We're chilling. He's countering very aggressively, so I'm almost incentivized to play a little bit more, what's the term? A little more, like, board-wise. Trigger doesn't do much for me, just KOs based on their lane. No, Katara's kind of tough, I won't lie. We'll probably beat into his board kind of hard, though. It does get a 1k. This turn I'm probably going to play a Nell and then hold one for an event. Maybe I just go super wide, actually. I can play up Katakuri for 5. Develop, like, a Wiper off of that, and then, like, hold 3 Dawn open, and just go, like, 6-6-6 here. It's going kind of low on life, though. His board's pretty big. I think I'm gonna just go Katakuri, put it on my leader, and then we'll go 6. I want to draw a card. If it's a 2k coming out of this, I think I'm cool to draw a card. We'll just play this. Actually, Kalgara draw, bomb deck stage, grab yet another 2k. We'll go 6 here again. Saves it. That costs a lot of cards in hand. I wish I'd taken the 10 cost to Nell now, but that's fine. He wants to push for lethal. We have so much defense, though, right? Like, we're fine on that front. I'm curious to see if he wants to ramp. Because if he does want to ramp for better numbers, I think I actually take this hit. No one's good. I will +3. And then +2/+2. Okay, this turn's kind of interesting. I want to play 5 for Noland. Hold Dawn open as well. And then I want to hit his board, try to clear something. I also want to take a life, so I can draw and give him down to 2 to activate Elthor. So let's start with some pings at the Sangoro. We get rid of that. Let's go Sword Hero. weird. If I go 5 leader, draw a card. If I go 7 Sanji, and then I can. Interesting. Huh, he's just bricked. He has to just be bricked. Right? Yeah. I mean, low-key, I can just go 5 here. And we can play Noland and hold open for events. Nice turn. Another Sanji. He does not have another Sanji he wants to immediately reveal to me. We'll go +4 on L4. +3, the Earth will not lose. We'll block this one. I'll imagine he has Rush here. We can take a life for Sanji, but we can counter a Sanji swing. Sure, that's fine. One play is not it, dude. Okay, so we have great lethal here. Obviously, we can go. Yeah, he just concedes. Doesn't have Dawn open to Gungam Giant. I wonder, yeah. I feel like if he just kept Dawn open, he probably could have just played Katakuri that turn and gone for my board. I think that would have been better. He definitely would have kept our board. Would have at least kept the Kalgara. Probably still had what's this Gungam Giant drawing into? Just like a 1K. I probably would have had still a pretty solid lethal. But yeah. GG's. Let's move on. Alright, we have Kuzan here. I like this hand. We're going first. We can go Katakuri into Kalgara. We can go Kalgara into Noland, or even Enel into Kalgara. God. So many Ks. No Searcher, which is rough. 2 Nolans, though, is nice. We'll just go 8. Not gonna bother holding up for events right now. I don't even like to bluff them. Just want to hit them. Also, 8 might warrant a Pheasant Peck. I'll take this hit, just because we're going to be going kind of... Well, what? Oh, he's on Pacifista Engine. Okay. We'll go Katakuri, flip top life, catch it on here. We're going to play out Kalgara. He's either on Sentomaru or he's on Usopp. I don't know which, but I can safely assume it's one or the other. Next turn we're looking at, I mean, honestly, if I just want to be aggressive, probably I have a 2K. I don't have a 2K? Ah, shit. I can take this. I will trigger. Let me grab a 2K. Yeah, we're fine. If he wants to go Kuzan, we'll just reblock. If he wants to go like Kuzan here, I assume he does. Yeah, sure. Kalgara can't attack. That's fine. We're gonna go super aggressive this turn. I like Enel, Rush, develop Kalgara. So we'll start with a 6. What is this? This dude's cooking, dude. I don't know what he's cooking. We're gonna play Enel, catch it on to leader. Go I'm gonna go 6 here. If he's gonna counter, I'd rather him just counter. We'll play out this. Yeah, we'll play out this. I'm not gonna get a lot of value off of Wiper in this position. I'd actually be totally down if he put into me right now. That seems super chill. We're like already threatening lethal next turn. He has to counter like 2 relatively good sized swings. So unless it's like Garp Aramaki, he's in a pretty bad spot. I don't have a 2K. I do have 2 2Ks. That's fine. We're gonna have to go pretty hard next turn though. We're gonna have to go pretty hard on searching. And probably just Noland. Noland and some searches should be good. If he wants to clear my Katakuri, I will totally let him. Garp. Yeah, sure. Garp Aramaki. I feel like that's probably appropriate. Garp Kuzan. Okay. I'm assuming big guy can't attack. Yeah, big guy can't attack. Crushes the Pheasant Peck. He's low on hand size, though. We can keep beating face. He's going to want to swing 5 at me. I don't really want a leader effect next turn, so I will just toss the Shirahoshi. I can use leader effect when I'm at 0, so there's kind of incentive there. But we're just going to upper yard. I will take... I'll take Elthor. Elthor feels pretty good. Upper yard again. 2k. 2k or another upper yard. I'll just take the 2k. 5 Dawn for Noland. I can flip my top life to see what it is. It could be a 2k. That's pretty solid. We'll develop Noland, heal a life. And then... I mean, a lot of 6s. I like a lot of 6s. Or 6. I guess I can go for a 7. I guess I can go 7-7. We'll go 7-7. I really need to get him down to 2. We also draw a card because he took a life, which is nice. Our 2k is solid. Next turn we probably kill him, which means he has to go for game this turn. Maybe I shouldn't have rested Katakuri on second thought. I did forget it's a blocker. He wants to go for board. That's fine, you can have that. We have 10 cost Anel next turn if we need it. You can't have that, though. I will give you 2k. That sucks. That's miserable. Oh my god, the L4 misclick is tragic. No, wait, it's an insane bluff, though. I really like my draw engine. That was brutal. Yeah, it sent tomorrow from earlier. We expected this. Oh, that's losing L4 like that, man. That hurts. That's brutal. Well, we'll see if we can get through lethal next turn. See how much Donnie wants to hold up. If he swings at lead here, I'm just gonna take it. I think. Actually, fuck. Okay. Who can recover from this? We have. He has no Dawn active. He has to counter 2 of my swings. Do we have a lot of 9s? Oh, I think we just have guaranteed lethal. Because he only has the 1 blocker. We'll go 9. Yeah, because 9's going to cost 3 cards out of his hand to defend. Oh. Well, I guess it's not technically guaranteed. It's pretty good, though. Yeah. GG's. We would have had another swing if I didn't misuse the L4, but it is what it is. Yeah. I wish this had the confirmed counter as well. I misclick a lot, so it's nice to have that. But still, GG's to our opponent. Well played. Tomorrow, this is definitely interesting. I think it's becoming slightly more common just for early game pressure. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, I guess. But, yeah. GG's. Let's move on. Okay, we have Rayleigh. So, we're going first, right? I really want to find Katakuri. So we're going first. No Katakuri, but I'm not upset with this hand. We have Kalgara Noland, right? Good on play, good curve, on curve play. That's the term I'm looking for. If we can find a nice 4-drop here, maybe a Katakuri if we're lucky, right? But if we can find a good 4-drop here, we're in a good spot. No Shura, that's fine. Do I want to nail this game? I don't know. It seems kind of good. You should have played Observation Hockey, I figure. Unless he plans on playing it next turn. We just take... Probably just take the 2k. I don't have no 2k in hand. We'll skip on an L this game. And then I'll just swing 5. We can hold on open for this. If he wants to counter this, that's great. I don't think if he does. They never do. It's the first swing, right? Really gotta hope we find... Let's get the Luffy. Really gotta hope we find the... Hurry. We do have to counter one of these swings, unfortunately. I actually could counter both. I'm just gonna play Kalgara anyway. I think we're gonna counter both. Yeah, let's counter both. Because, yeah, we're going to play Kalgara anyway, right? So what does it really matter? We'll go 2-on-2. If he wants to counter this, that's fine. Sure. I didn't figure he would. We'll go 6 at lead, play out Kalgara. I'll get this, probably play this. Unless I want event open this turn. Just keep the 2k and hold the event. I don't know. We'll have event for later. Let's search. Yeah. Push these 2ks to the top. Play this. I guess Wiper. Wiper's not bad. More cards, right? Yeah, we'll take Wiper for now. Okay, cool. We're in a good spot. We have Nolan next turn to heal. We have 2 bodies to fight for board with. Unfortunately, all the Kalgaras are slashed, while the Wipers are ranged, so we take what we can get. Nolan's also slashed, yeah. These buggies really screw with us. Doesn't have a Luffy combo here, we're in a very good spot. He does. He does. Luffy Sanji? Another Luffy Sanji's kind of tough. Luffy Boa's pretty good still. It's not game-changing. What's Boa gonna hit? Wheel and draw another Luffy. Alright. Well, he's hitting a good curve, that's nice. He's gonna pop Boa right away for pressure. I'm pretty cool to counter 2 of these swings, to be honest. We're going to draw so many cards next turn between Kalgara and Wiper, and we're going to heal again. Double Wiper is kind of tough, I'm not going to lie. He does have Conqueror's Hockey. I'm going to pull 5 for Nolan, 1 for event. Yeah, so we have perfect dawn to really start swinging. Let's go 5 at Sanji. If he conquers, Hockey's out. We can just keep beating into Sanji. Then we can go Wiper plus Nolan. Sure. This is whatever. I don't really care about that too much. Just getting more cards at a hand. 5 here. Play out Wiper. Kalgara draw. Wiper fall next stage. Try to grab a 2k. Yeah. So we're back up to like 7 in hand, right? That's nice. We'll go 5 at life. Play out Nolan. These Conquer Sakis are going to be holding a lot of value for him. So it's definitely going to be about how many of those he can see. I like to start doing more Sky Island searches to try and find 10 cost Danelle. 10 cost Danelle is super strong in this matchup. Not a Luffy. Didn't know this was coming though. No, Luffy Boa. That's fair. He's gonna get 2 Dawn on his leader, unfortunately. What's his Boa gonna find? Mulgun. That's tough. Actually, he can't Mulgun. Yeah. Because then these Luffys aren't buffed, and he's just getting no aggression this turn. He can Mulgun next turn, though. Hitting Killer's hard. Yeah, this is so many bodies, right? Gets Mulgun, has to never doubt. So many swings. Just these 4, though. Not this Luffy and not this Boa. We have a lot of counter. Plus, we have the event. Actually, we're in a fun spot. We'll probably take like 1 life here. Maybe 2. We'll probably take 2 life. We'll see. He's gonna fight for board. I'll defend it. Interesting that he's going for board. I will gladly let the 5k go. I don't care much for the 5k body. No, I will defend that with... I love the Reform Loose, dude. This card is so good. We took no life damage this turn. That was incredible. Oh. I'm going to defend this again. Just keep this alive. He has no Dawn active. And we can actually use Leader Build again because he didn't do anything to my life. So I think we start... I can't really hit this buggy well. I think I'm going to go 8 and develop the 7k Wiper. We'll go 8 into a Luffy. And we have another 8. Then we have another 8 and another... We have a 9 after? That feels pretty good. We'll go into a Luffy, we'll play Wiper. Draw off of this. I won't get to use Wiper effect though. If we can get these dead, we're in a good spot. I can maybe even develop Shura. Yeah, if he lets this go, I can go 7 at Buggy because this is ranged. And then I can actually play Shura and we try to find pink cost now. We do not find it, but we can just grab a Kalgara or something. That's fine. Fast turn. Yeah, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. One of the nice things about Kalgara is even if he puts us down to like 0 life and he wants to swing unblockable, that's not even like super likely to kill me. Just because of how much counter this deck has. How many 2Ks have we gone through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 2Ks left in my deck. Ooh, that's kind of low, actually. We're not going to see too many more 2Ks this match, I don't figure. Oh yeah, Kitten Killer. I forgot about you. You can Leer buff this. Mokan and King Kong Gatling's tough. Do you want to go for board, or does he want to go life this turn? If he wants to go board, and he wants to play Mulgun, his pressure is actually relatively low. 8 here. And this is what, plus 4,000, so 9, 10? I think I take this hit. That feels correct. Because if I counter it and then he goes for my board, it's just super annoying. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we just go for game next turn then. I will save Katakuri on the off chance. Should have been Noland. Okay, that's a really good top deck. I can probably just go another turn then. If I play out Katakuri and Noland, he concedes. I wish I hadn't done that. GG. I was gonna... Okay, so... I wasn't gonna go for game, but if we clear board, which we obviously do because he has like no counter, we go Katakuri Noland, he's not really finishing us off. He can Mulgun the Katakuri and like try to rush Zoro me, but then he has like really bad swings. I have, you know, still like 3k counter. I think we get that. I think it's that. I really wish I had conceded. It was a little early. But GG's. Well played. Let's move on. Okay, so this is a little weird. We're playing against Usopp. The reason I'm playing against Usopp is actually very specific, and I want to show off... This is a great hand, by the way. I want to show off this Wiper, and literally just how much you can screw over your opponent by bomb decking their stage. Because it is the funniest thing in the world to me. And it's one of the best parts about this deck. And that's probably slightly toxic. I won't lie. But if you can consistently bomb deck your opponent's stage... Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, that's a 1-cost stage. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna... Oh, he's not gonna play it. He might actually be playing around it. It's smart. Ooh, there's 2 of them. Oh, we're in now. We are in for greatness. So yeah, this is a lot. This is not relevant in a ton of matchups. You got me, bro. Sure. But against decks like Usopp or Reiju or Teach, getting rid of the stage every turn is brutal. And we are going to remove it here. You can go 6. We're going to take. I don't even have a 2K. We'll go with Katakuri. Flip by top life. Put it on here. We'll swing 6 at his lead. Play Wiper. We're going to bomb deck Creative Coliseum. We're going to search top 5 for Seto. Yep. Now he has to find another Creative Coliseum if he wants to get value. And then we're going to bomb deck that one too. And because these Wipers chain into each other, it makes it super easy to just keep bottom decking them. Yeah, sure, he has another one. Cool. Whatever. It also kind of throws them off curve. I will 2K that swing. Okay. Why is he swinging his 2Ks at me? Come on, dude. At least show me a little respect. Come on. I'm going to bomb deck his stage again. I'm going to take a 2K here. I will go a crisp. I go a bunch of 7s at him. It's actually a lot of aggression. I'd like to keep 1 Dawn open for the event. In case it's like Rebecca Kairos next turn. I'd like to keep like 1 body at least. Well, yeah, I'll go 6. I will swing 7. I'll swing the Katakuri. We get another up here. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna swing the Katakuri for 7, so I get some value out of it. But I want to keep the event online. Actually, I'm glad the others can play that, so that's good. And we're just gonna keep that Creative Coliseum down. I will say, countering or blocking that swing, I think, is a mistake. There's another 2 7s coming at him. Realistically, kind of has to counter one of these. Yep. He has Rebecca Kairos in hand. That's actually pretty good for him. He can remove Becca, sure. Kairos. What else? What does he have? Frankie. Okay, cool. Kairos should realistically probably bounce this Kalgara. Or it can bounce Wiper. Yeah, Kalgara makes sense. You can try to swing into, like, 10 into this guy. It's not going to go through. Next turn, we're realistically threatening lethal, which is pretty awesome. I'll give Shirai here. I might replay Kalgara next turn. Dude, I'm not... Stop swinging this place. We'll give the... You didn't even swing Kara. Oh, right, he doesn't have stage. I forgot about that entirely. Wow. It's funny how that works out, huh? This turn? I mean... I think I just have lethal, right? 7, 7... I mean... 7, 7, 9, 9. Hold 2. That feels fine. If he wants to try and tear into my board next turn, he can. But yeah, we've bomb decking like the Creative Coliseum's Usopp plays. It's so brutal, dude. Especially if you find a Shirahoshi in this matchup. I mean, Usopp's not a relevant matchup. I'm not showing this off because I think Usopp is a particularly difficult deck to beat or anything like that. But just, it's so powerful to bottom deck some of these stages. Hachinosu, or Blackbeard in general, is a relevant one. But also, like... what's it called? God, I can't think of it. We'll go 9 here. Actually, we should just have guaranteed lethal. Or close, anyway. GG. Yeah, I'm gonna go 9. If you can counter 9, he can have it. But I don't figure he can, yeah. GG. Yeah, if you can keep these stage down. Also to like Reiju. Reiju is just one of those decks that's always gonna be there. Yeah, for real. It's tough. Thank you. Yeah. Well, yeah. G-Star opponent. He played well. He played well as well. But it's hard when you're a stage reliant deck like Reiju or Blackbeard or Usopp, and it's just going away every turn. And that's just it's one of the small niche things this deck can do. There's also the 3-cost. There's a 3-cost Chain Warrior that's really good in a Blackbeard if you struggle with that matchup, and it just bomb decks our stage every turn. Yeah, it's one of the really nice small with the stage interaction. Also works in the Bell Betty. But yeah, Usopp's a great showcasing of that. Well, regardless though, let's move on. Well, that's our games for today. I hope you enjoyed. I think Kalgara's in a really good spot in this meta. Answering a lot of non-green decks is just good. It does kind of suck that you have a not great matchup with the best deck in format, being Zoro. But outside of that, I mean, you're pretty solid. You have removal protection, you have healing, you have a ton of tech options, like with Red Hawk and Kuma and 2-cost Zeus, if you need to find answers to certain things in either your local scene or in a more competitive scene. This is just a list I built for consistency. Let me know what you think of the deck down below. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, also let me know. This is probably the first solid piece of non-shanked content I'm making. I want to start doing that more often, so this is kind of my first throw at it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye.